I was 12 years when we moved from Africa. My parents was actually missionaries down there. So I grew up in the bush, running around with my friends down there, and I didn't know anything else until we moved to Sweden, and that was a shock. I don't know why, but I did quite bad in school. And when I was ready, you know, to make my choices for my next part of my life, part number 2, the only option I had after trying out all was actually farming school. And I went through farming school, had fun, really was the funniest part of my life, actually, and ended up working as a farmer for like 7 years. And during that time, I found my wife. I was 21 when I got married. Because when you find something, you know, when you find the treasure, you just want to lay hold of it before somebody else jumps in, you know. So I got married as a 21. And I haven't regretted that. We have 4 kids, 4 grandkids, and we are celebrating 29 years anniversary this year. So I'm blessed on the family side, really. But after a year, she kind of got tired of the smelling around me. You know, smelling cow is not that exciting for a wife, I guess. So she forced me to change professions. So one day when I came home from milking the cows, she just made an arrangement for me to go on an interview. So I went there, and they really got me on the hook. So I signed the paper, and I went home, and I kind of, you know, quit my job, the only real job I had, you know, milking cows, and start trying to sell vacuum cleaners. I did that for 4 months without success, really bad. Couldn't take care of my family. This was really bad. Everybody wanted me to quit, including my wife. She wanted me to quit so bad. But after 4 months, I said to my wife, okay, 1 more month. That's it, give me 1 more month. So I went back that month, and I broke all the records. I did 61 sales in 20 days, and that put me on the top and changed my life. I went from 0 to hero in 1 month. So suddenly they start using me to travel around telling other salespeople, don't give up. That changed my life, and that's how I started into sales. And I started my own sales company. I've been selling houses. I've been building houses all over Europe, and I did a lot until the whole trend turned against me, and I lost my companies, and I went broke and bankruptcies, 5 companies. Took me 18 years to pay the last bill. I was fighting and struggling. But in the meantime, I worked as sales manager in different big companies and sales director, and also somewhere down in there, I started in the network marketing. For 10 years, I was doing my best, but I didn't succeed. So after 10 years, I quit. I have to make a final decision. And in that time, I was like distributor, I was president, I was co-founder. I did all in network marketing during a 10-year period of time. But I didn't succeed. So I left the industry. Promised myself never to touch it again. Promised my wife that as well. After 4.5 years of time out from the industry, a guy started calling me. And I was so tired of it, sick and tired. He called me day and night. He sent text messages, and it was about blueberries. And I thought, I'm not interested. But he didn't give up. So after a month, I called him up and said, if you promise me to never call me again, I will meet the guy you want me to meet. But if that's a deal, then I do it. Otherwise, keep on calling, I won't answer. He said, I promise you, I will never call you again. As today, he's my upline, and he never calls me. So the one promise he kept, actually. So that's a good one. But I went and I met Marcus Dahlgren, and he showed me about the blueberries. So I thought if I become a customer, they would be happy for a month, and then they will forget about me. And they did probably until the product started to work on me. It was like, you know, I was waking up early in the mornings. I wasn't tired anymore. It was my whole body started kicking and functioning in a new level. For those blueberries, I was kind of amazed. So after 2 weeks, I called them back and said, hey guys, what about the business? Because the product really works on me. So they told me, and I was amazed about the company. But you know, as a company can look good, but what's really matters is who's behind the company. So I made a deal with him. So I went to Idaho Falls, and I met Kirk Hansen, I met Michael Brashear, and I said, wow, this is too good to be true, really. Normal people building business, family business for generations, now stepping in to the industry that I really put all my hope into a couple of years before. So my dreams start to come back, you know, on that. So I spent a couple of days with him, and of course with the CEO of Kyani and the other great officers in the office. It was almost too good to be true. And that really convinced me that this is something I never seen or heard before. So I signed in, and Went back to Sweden and started with Kyani. This is a one-time opportunity. This is a window time for anybody who looking for an opportunity. I mean, the lifestyle that I'm having today, it's amazing. I mean, before I used to work, professional manager, whatever, a lot of responsibility. And of course I have responsibility today, but it's on a total other level. I'm working with people. I'm working with people's dreams. I'm creating dreams. I'm helping people to find their hope. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle. There is a star up there for everybody, I call it the star of hope. And if I can get there, if I can take them by the hand and make them lift their eyes high enough and long enough until they get the eyes on that star, I know they will go by themselves after that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just helping them to understand this is for real. This is for real. And I love that.